Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so you friends see it. Thank you.
Melania sent message to Hurricane Irma victims. Suddenly something disgusting happened. Hurricane Irma is a huge storm. It is going to decimate the United States. President Trump is currently working hard with Florida Governor Rick Scott to get supplies to all the people affected, and a state of emergency has been declared in Florida. It's gonna be a big one. In support, Melania Trump sent out a huge message of support for all the people that are going to be affected by the storm. She wrote, "If you are in or near projected path of Hurricane Irma, please listen to local law enforcement in the area. Stay safe. This is just disgusting. Why do these people think it is right?" Another one down. President Trump has some very bad news for Secretary Gary Cohn. It is now being reported that President Donald Trump has decided it is time to fire another one of his top officials who hasn't been making the cut. This time it's old Gary Cohn, the ex-Goldman Sachs CEO, who is on the chopping block. It was reported by Reuters that one White House source said, "The calculus has shifted for Gary. He's gone, essentially, from untouchable to possibly being bounced out." The message is clear that suddenly Cohn's job in the White House has real downside risk. However, this was not the only opinion on the future of Gary Cohn. Another WH source said, "Relationships change. If Gary sticks around, I fully expect that Gary's relationship with the president will improve." A sensible enough notion, to say the least. However, there is growing pressure from people in Trump's base to oust Cohn. Many do not like the Goldman Sachs executive being in that job after they collapsed the entire banking system. One of the most anti-Cohn voices of all has been Steve Bannon. Bannon has been touring liberal news outlets ever since he was let go from the White House and visited CNBC this week to drop this bombshell about Cohn. "If you're, Cohn, going to break with him, Trump, resign." The stuff that was leaked out that week by certain members of the White House, I thought that was unacceptable. So there you have it. All the cards are on the table. Now the only person who can decide what happens next is President Trump himself. What do you think Trump should do? She's mad. Maxine Waters just blamed the right for something crazy. Maxine Waters loves making everything about herself. And since she's a liberal, she likes playing the victim, too. This week, she managed to kill two birds with one stone. During a House Financial Services Committee meeting on domestic terrorist attacks, Waters referenced the Oklahoma City bombing, the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando, and the ISIS-inspired shooting in San Bernardino. Then, she made it all about Maxine. Do you have any thoughts about what can we do to begin to deal with the KKK, the white nationalists, the extremists, the alt-right? Waters asked the room. They're on the internet, they're Breitbart. If you look at the YouTube, you see how they want to kill me and others. What can we do? Her rant was met with complete silence, so she tried again. Anybody? The room was likely taken aback by the Congresswoman's off-topic and bizarre tirade. You can almost hear them thinking, Breitbart is trying to kill her? Really? But Mad Maxine doesn't care. This rant is hardly the craziest thing she has said. And it won't be her last. Too bad. Does Maxine Waters have a point? Or was this just another stop on the crazy Maxine train? Share and comment. Melania just revealed one of her and Barron's favorite things, and then did something incredible. Melania and Barron are very close. She is famously protective over her 11-year-old son, keeping him out of the spotlight and helping to ensure he has a normal childhood. She is a great mother, and also a great First Lady. September 6. This week was National Book Day, and Melania got on Twitter to encourage everyone to take time to sit down and read a book. It's a great message, but it didn't end there. Melania revealed that one of her and Barron's favorite books to read together is Dr. Seuss's The Places You'll Go. And, in that spirit, she's sending Dr. Seuss books to schools all over the country. She will be sending one school in each state a package of 10 books, including classics like Green Eggs and Ham, The Cat and the Hat, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, and of course, The Places You'll Go. Each package will contain a letter from the First Lady, saying, "Getting an education is perhaps the most important and wondrous opportunity of your young lives. Remember, the key to achieving your dreams begins with learning to read." Honestly, this is way too sweet, and all the kids that get those books are going to remember their special gift from our special First Lady. Melania truly has a heart of gold and is looking out for America's kids. Let's get some positive news in our feeds by sharing this far and wide. Rest in peace. Moments after Fox fired Eric Bolling, something tragic happened. Today is a very sad day for Eric Bolling and his once thriving family. Just yesterday he learned he was being fired from his job at Fox News over allegations of decades of sexual harassment by employees and guests alike. However, that firing pales in comparison of what happened to the Bolling family today. Just literally hours after Bolling learned his fate, his 19-year-old son committed suicide. According to reports from TMZ, Eric Bolling's son, Eric Chase, was heartbroken by the controversy around his dad. One Fox News source told them he had been extremely embarrassed and emotionally upset by the case. There has still been no trial against Bolling. He has not had his day in court yet. However, this is the kind of dangerous effect the shaming culture in American media has. Yes, if Eric Bolling did sexually harass women with dick pics, he deserved to be fired. If he raped any of them, he should go to jail. Nobody disagrees on that. What we do disagree on is the extreme mental health damage that these public shamings has on their targets. This is not an unfortunate consequence. The mainstream media does this intentionally. They pick a target and then laugh as they watch him, her burn. This is not about the sexual harassment or even the destructive tendencies of the media. This is about the mourning of a 19-year-old who loved his dad and was heartbroken to see what they did to him. God bless Eric Bolling and his wife in their time of need. This is the girl Anthony Weiner was sexting. See how she used him to con Hillary Clinton. Late last year, Anthony Weiner was caught in yet another sex scandal, this time only months before the election, involving his wife's boss, Hillary Clinton. The repercussions of this scandal cannot be overstated. Not only was the move bad PR, the investigation also spawned a reopening of Clinton's email probe just days before Americans went to the polls. One could argue that it was the sexting scandal that ended a presidency before it even began. Clinton certainly seems to think so. But here's the best part, the 15-year-old girl at the center of case might have set Weiner up on purpose. "I knew that Hillary Clinton would be running for president in the year 2016, she told Inside Edition in an exclusive interview. "I wanted to see if Anthony was still up to the same antics. And, boy, was he." After the teen sent Weiner a direct message on Twitter, the former congressman responded within minutes and soon they were sexting away. "I was disgusted," she said when Weiner sent her a shirtless image of himself and his son. "That's part of the reason I came forward." Soon, the story blew up, and so did Clinton's chances of becoming president. What do you think? Did this young girl cost Hillary Clinton the presidency? Share and comment with your thoughts. Jennifer Lawrence just blamed Trump for hurricanes, then got worse news ever. Hollywood hack Jennifer Lawrence said recently in an interview that she thinks that the recent hurricanes have been caused by the Trump voters because they don't believe in man-made climate change. "It's scary," Jennifer said. "You know, it's this new language that's forming, I don't even recognize it. It's also scary to know that climate change is due to human activity, and we continue to ignore it, and the only voice that we really have is through voting. And you have voted very recently, as a country," the interviewer said. "And we voted, and it was really startling," Lawrence responded. She then tried to make it seem that Mother Nature's rage and wrath against Trump supporters was bringing the hurricanes. "You know you're watching these hurricanes now, and it's really hard, especially while promoting this movie, not to feel Mother Nature's rage and wrath," she stated. These liberals blame everything on Trump. Even though hurricanes have been striking America for hundreds of years, liberals are still trying to blame Trump. Let's send this Hollywood hack a message. Jennifer Lawrence is not going to be able to sell another movie to a Trump supporter after this. I will not watch a single one of her movies again.